Hey, what's up everyone? PCJ here. Thank you so much for checking out the latest video. How's everyone doing? How's your week going? Anything new happening in your lives? Hopefully everything's going great. Well, today I'm here to share with you what might be my last Funko Pop haul for a little while at least. I haven't really seen any other full sets or series coming out that I'm like, I gotta have. But you never know. I might be showing up with a couple of items at random times throughout the next few months or whatever. But this is definitely the last series I know for sure that I just couldn't pass up. I had to have this added to the collection, and you're gonna see why in a second. So here we go. This is a brand new series that just was released, or I should say, actually, it is the second series of a existing Funko Pop line, because they had a first series which was only, I think, 4 figures the first time. But unfortunately, the first series is completely vaulted, and they're like $200 or $300 if you can find the individual ones online. And so yeah, not the reason I got them. Okay, there's no hopes or fingers crossed that these are all going to quadruple in value and be worth boohoo bucks, whatever. I just love these characters and I love the show, so I had to get it. So I'm going to show you what I got. We have the brand new series of the Simpsons Funko Pop. Second series available now. They have a total of 8 figures that they're releasing. Right now, the first 7 have been released. The final one is a Hot Topic exclusive, which is not out yet. It'll be out, I think, in about a week and a half. So that will be the last one that I need, and definitely will have to get that one if I can find it. It is, again, a Hot Topic exclusive, so sometimes those are easy to find, hard to find, depends on how many the stores get and such. And unfortunately, a couple of the stores in my area run out of stuff really fast every time I've tried to look for Hot Topic exclusive ones, and then I have to go to the other side of town to find a store that still has a fair amount. So I don't know why they can't keep them in stock, or they just don't get a lot sent to them, or other reasons, whatever. So let's start off and show you all the first 7 figures. So first of all, we've got number 496. We have Radioactive Man, okay, based on the comic book character, Bart's favorite comic book, of course. And then later on they do a Radioactive Man, the movie, where Bart tries out to be Radioactive Boy. But yeah, so we got Radioactive Man as number 496. That's the first one. Next we have Lisa Simpson, little Lisa Simpson. She's got her saxophone and her pearls, little red dress on, everything. She looks awesome. All right, of course, the daughter of Homer and Marge, the sister to Maggie and Bart. And speaking of Maggie, we have number 498, Maggie Simpson. Yes. She's got a little pacifier, a little blue bow. Awesome. Still one of my favorite episodes is the one where they're trying to get Maggie to speak. And if you haven't seen Simpsons, okay, no spoiler alert, but they're trying to get her to say her first words over and over and over. And after Homer puts her in her crib to go night-night, he leaves the room and she's like, Daddy or something. I think she says Daddy, right? But that's still one of my favorite episodes. And of course, hey, me, who's about to be a father soon in the next few weeks, I can't wait for that moment either. So we've got 498, Maggie Simpson. All right, number 499, we have Grandpa Simpson. So nice to see we got a lot of the Simpson character. Well, when I say Simpsons, I mean the family, okay? So we got Lisa, Maggie, and Grandpa. Now, in the first series, I believe they had Homer, Bart, Marge, and Krusty. I don't know if they had anyone else. I don't remember. But that's the 4 first ones I can recall, is Homer, Marge, Bart, and Krusty the Clown. There may have been others, but I'm not sure. All right, Grandpa Simpson. Okay, of course, the father to Homer. He gets put into the retirement home for the whole show, really. So let's see. Okay, we're coming up on my favorite character that they released in this series, because I love this character. I've always loved this character ever since I started watching Simpsons. I started watching Simpsons, believe it or not, back in 1988 when it was on the Tracy Ullman show. Many folks out there probably forgotten or never knew this, but The Simpsons did not start as just your half-hour sitcom on Fox and remain that way. It initially was a little short sketch show on a sketch comedy show, the Tracy Ullman show, and it was only like a few minutes long, and they would have little, like, 2-3 minute snippets of the show, or a little short for a couple minutes on her show, and you'd see that a little bit in between the other acts that would be on the show. And yeah, it was kind of like having your little animated segment on a Saturday Night Live show or something like that. But then it got picked up into a sitcom, and it's been going ever since for, what, 35 plus years or now. I don't know how many years it is. But here is one of my favorite characters from the show. Mo, the bartender, Sizzlack. I love him. He's an amazing character. He's miserable, he's grumpy and whatnot. My wife would probably say, oh, you can relate to that. But yeah, I love his character. He's always just, things don't go right for him. He's got the worst luck. I love the part where he's... There's a moment in one episode where Mo is miserable. He wants to end it all, so he tries to hang himself in the bar, and it doesn't work. A pizza delivery man comes in and says, hey, I got your pizza. He's like, all right, just leave it on the counter. Money's on the counter. He's like, what? What? No tip? He's like, beat it. He's like, you're horrible. He's like, that's why I'm up here. And one of my other favorite just a whole bunch of one-liners. I love when Sideshow Bob is trying to kill, it's the Cape Fear episode, I believe, and he's trying to torture Bart by thinking, any minute now I'm going to come kill you. And before they know it's Sideshow Bob, though, Lisa calls Mo because Bart would do prank calls all the time. And she calls up Mo's bar and says, hey, Mo, we know we know what you're up to. You got to knock it off or we're going to the authorities. He's like, no, I'll take care of it. He goes into the back room, and for some reason, they're stockpiling panda bears, and he's like, all right, it's over. Get him out of here. It's like, what is he into? At one point, didn't he kidnap Shamu, and he's into all these dirty underground things of some sort. You never see the whole picture, just little snippets. We need to see more of that from Mo. So yeah, I love this character, so I'm very happy that they made a pop figure of Mo. So very good there. Next up, we've got number 501. We've got excellent Mr. Burns, the owner of the nuclear power plant, Homer's boss, the boss who can never remember his name, of course. If you remember, one of the famous double part series episodes was the Who Shot Mr. Burns, of course. I love that. Now, if they have Mr. Burns, they need to come out with a Smithers. You can't have Burns without Smithers. You got to have his sidekick. So yeah, love it. Great character to have. And then this is the last one because we're skipping from 501 to 503. The 502 is the Hot Topic exclusive, and that one is a Homer Simpson in the Moo Moo. That's from the episode where Homer thinks, oh, if I become obese, I can work from home, and he gains an extra, couple 100 pounds, so he's morbidly obese, and he can only wear moo-moos, and that's the Hot Topic exclusive one. But again, it has not been released. Will be released later on this month. So 503, the final one for this, is Bartman. Yes, the alter ego of Bart Simpson. Of course, Batman inspired, obviously. But yeah, he's got the cowl, or it's all one piece, kind of he's got the cowl on top and then the cape. So that's how he becomes Bartman. But I dig it. I love it. All right, so I'll show you in the back here. That is the full set, as you can see here. Let's zoom in better. All right, there we go. So we got Radioactive Man, Lisa Simpson, Maggie Simpson, Grandpa Simpson, Mo Sizzlack, Mr. Burns, and Bartman. All right, so there we have it. That is all 7 of the new Simpson Funko Pops, and they look amazing. I'm so happy they released another series of them. What has it been? At least 4 or 5 years since they had the first ones come out. Really, the first ones came out before I even started collecting Pops, so I lost out on the opportunity to get them at all. Whenever I started getting Pops, I didn't even know they had released Simpson Pops until I did a little research and then realized, oh, they already made some Simpson Pops, and now they're hard to find. All right, there you have it. That is the full new set of Simpsons Series 2 Funko Pops. Remember, there is still one more on its way. It will be right here soon. That is the number 502, the Homer Simpson and the Moo Moo Hot Topic exclusive. Can't wait to get that one. As far as Simpson goes, there's tons of characters, so they have endless opportunities to make all kinds of future Pops. We don't have near the amount of characters yet. We don't have Reverend Lovejoy. We don't have Barney. We don't have Homer's co-workers. We don't have... there's so many. I'd love to see Lionel Hutz. I'd like, so many other characters and whatnot. And yeah, they did release Simpson action figures in the early 2000s, and I have a bunch of those, and I love them. They look just like the characters, which is amazing. But yeah, why not make more and more of these? Because obviously The Simpsons, it's been on the air for 30 whatever plus years, and I know it's signed on for at least another couple years and such, but why not just keep making these, because they're awesome and people are going to enjoy them, of course. But here's what I want. Here is what I've been demanding and wanting for so long. Why don't they have the Simpsons Treehouse of Horror Funko Pops? That is such a missed opportunity to not have those out already. I love Treehouse of Horror. That's the main thing I watch nowadays when it comes to the Simpsons. Unfortunately, in the last roughly 10 to 12 years, maybe a little bit more, I have had a big struggle watching Simpsons because either they've changed the writers or the type of quality of the writers. I don't know what, but it's not like it used to be. And I hate to sound like an old man by saying that, but it is. It's not like it used to be. Simpsons, I used to be laughing until I'd fall out of a chair. Or you could watch these episodes over and over and over. Nowadays, I watch them if I'm at home, nothing else is on TV, and it's the Sunday afternoon when it airs, then I'll watch it. Otherwise, I got to the point where I would DVR these, and then I'd see them on my DVR building up, and I'd be like, do I really want to watch 5 episodes in a row? And yeah, I'll try watching one, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's just not funny. So yeah, I love these characters, and I love the original, easily the first 10 seasons. I've got most of those on DVD, and I could watch those all the time. But the main reason I watch Simpsons nowadays is for the Treehouse of Horror. I still watch that every year, and I love it. And I wish they would make Funko Pops on that. There's so many characters and variants on the characters they've released. Okay, you have so many different ones. You got Vampire Burns. You've got Bart the Vampire, of course. You've got the zombie ones. You've got the Treehouse of Horror, where they're telling the Raven story in the treehouse. Okay, you've got Homer with the Raven as Edgar Allan Poe's character and such. I mean, there's so many different ones you could do. You got Flanders with the monkey paw. You've got Werewolf Flanders. There you go. So many. You got Homer Simpson with Snake's hairdo when he gets possessed by the hair transplant. There's so many things I love about Treehouse of Horror. So, yes, there is rumor. There's been a rumor, and I've seen something on Twitter and Instagram where people have said there is a strong possibility we might get 4 actual Treehouse of Horror character figures sometime this year, maybe. But nothing's ironclad, nothing's been released by Funko, and I don't know which characters they've decided to go with. But if they haven't already done it, why not? Go ahead and do it. We need it. We deserve it. So, of course, I'm sure Funko is watching right now, and they're going to be taking notes based on everything I said here, and they're going to get that rolling. So, thank you, Funko. I'm sure you'll get that going strong. All right. Well, guys and gals, thanks as always for joining me for this, and I hope you enjoyed it as always. If you did, make sure you give me that thumbs up. If you haven't done so yet, make sure you please hit that subscribe button so you can check out all the other content we got. Remember, as always, you can follow along with me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Links are below in the description of every video. Well, guys and gals, have a great day and great week, and I'll see you next time. This is your friend and host, PCJ, the Pop Culture Junkie. I'm signing out.